Welcome to the new topic. Here we have equations and simple functions. So you can find this topic in your textbook, page 85. In Form 1, you learned how to simplify expressions using the correct order of operations. After that, you also learned how to solve simple equations, and you also learned how to use function machine to generate outputs from inputs. In this lesson, you'll be able to solve equations with one variable, that is a unknown number. So these unknown numbers will be represented by letters. So down here, there are three things that you need to know before going further. The first one, you need to know what an equation is. So an equation, it represents, or an equation shows two quantities that are equal to each other. So here what it means is that an equation has two sides, left side and right side, or left hand side and right hand side. So these sides are always the same. Now, the second one, we are saying the left hand side should balance the right hand side. So whenever you are given these equations, make sure that the left hand side balances the right hand side. So how can you do this? Let's go to the third one. What is done to one side of the equation must also be done to the other. So for you to keep the equation balanced, make sure that whatever you are going to do on the left hand side should also be done on the right hand side. For example, suppose you have a scale and on the right hand side you have 50 kg of maize, and on the left hand side you have 50 kg of fertilizer. So for you to keep this scale balanced, you need to make sure that whatever you are going to do on the right hand side should also be done on left hand side. So that's what it means. If you subtract from left hand side, you need to make sure that you should also subtract from right hand side. So if you add something on the left hand side, you should add the same on the left hand side. So we can understand this better through examples. So here we have example 1. Example says solve a plus 4 is equal to 6. As you can see, here we have an equation, and on the left hand side of an equation we have a plus 4, and on the right hand side we have 6. So these sides are the same. A plus 4 is equal to 6. So our work is to find the value of A. We need to find the value of A. Now let us focus on the solution. So A plus 4 is equal to 6. That is the equation being given the question. So our work is to find the value of A. So the next step, you are going to use inverse operation when moving numbers from one side to the other. So here we have plus 4. Remember, the inverse operation of plus is minus. That means we are going to subtract 4 from both sides. Why subtracting 4 from both sides? Is for us to keep the equation balanced. Remember, whatever we are going to do on the left hand side should also be done on the right hand side. So a plus 4 minus 4 is equal to 6 minus 4. And then a is equal to 6 minus 4. Why? Plus 4 minus 4, the answer is 0. So we are remaining with a. That's why a is equal to 6 minus 4. So 6 minus 4, the answer is 2. Therefore, the value of A is 2. So that's how we calculate, or how we find the value of unknown numbers in equations. apply the concept of inverse operations. Remember, the inverse operation of plus is minus, and the inverse of operation of minus is plus. The inverse operation of multiplication is division, and the inverse operation of division is multiplication. So you have to apply these concepts as you are moving the letters or numbers from one side to the other. So here we have example 2. Example says solve 4b minus 1 is equal to 19. On the left hand side we have 4b minus 1, and on the right hand side we have 19. So our aim or our work is to find the value of b. So let's go to the solution. 4b minus 1 is equal to 19. That is the equation being given in the question. So we need to move minus 1 from left hand side to the right hand side. So we are going to use its inverse operation. So here we have minus 1. That means its inverse operation is plus 1. That means we are going to add 1 both sides. So 4b minus 1 plus 1 is equal to 19 plus 1. We have added 1 on both sides. Now, minus 1 plus 1, the answer is 4b. Minus 1 plus 1, the answer is 0, so we are remaining with 4b. And 19 plus 1, the answer is 20, so we have 4b is equal to 20. Still, we are not done because we need to find the value of b. So 4b is the same as to say 4 times b. 4 is multiplying. So we are going to use its inverse operation, which is division. That means we are going to divide by 4 both sides. Or we are going to divide both sides by 4. So 4b divided by 4, the answer is b. And 20 divided by 4, the answer is 5. So the value of b is 5. So this is how we find the value of letters in equations. Thank you. That is the end of the